If you make $100,000 a year income, what exactly can you buy in Ocean Springs, Mississippi? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Just what type of property are you looking for? Are you looking for something downtown? Are you looking for a move-in ready property? Are you looking for a nice quiet neighborhood, or maybe a property that's brand new? Let's explore. Today we're going to explore all these possibilities just as if you were a client sitting right in front of me right now. We're going to talk about real price ranges, real properties, real loan qualifications, monthly payments, and the exact steps that are going to get us there. So let's take a look. First, the honest income reality. A $100,000 income puts you in a much stronger buying position in Ocean Springs. Typical home values in Ocean Springs run in the $260,000 to $350,000 price range, and that is a real strong area that you'll be competing with. That means a person making $100,000 a year is in that real sweet spot of the market. How much can a $100,000 a year income buy? Well, first of all, lenders are looking at several different aspects. Most lenders want the front end ratio to be anywhere from 28% to 36% of your gross monthly income. And on the back ratio, that would be your debts that you have to pay per month, which they would like that to be a total of 43 to 40% of your gross monthly income, which would include that house note. $100,000 in monthly income equals $8,333 per month of gross income. That would equate to a typical monthly house note of anywhere from, say, $2,200 to $3,000. That would depend on your credit score, your debt ratio, and your down payment, plus the interest rate that you have. So anyway, it'll equal somewhere in between that $2,200 a month to $3,000 a month. And that usually equates to a property in the value of $270,000 to $425,000. Now here are some example buying scenarios. Let's take the conservative buyer. Now this is going to be the minimum risk approach. Income is $100,000 a year. The debt ratio is very low. You don't have very many debts. But your credit score is extremely high, 700 plus credit score. And you've got that purchase price between $275,000 and $350,000. The typical house would be like a 3 to 4 bedroom, 1,600 to 2,200 square feet, an established neighborhood built in 1990 to 2015. The moderate buyer, that's most conservative. Here again, that $100,000 income, the debt ratio would be average, and you'd have a 600 plus credit score. Purchase price on this one would be $325,000 to $375,000. The typical house on this one would be a 4-bedroom, 2,000 to 2,600 square feet, a real open floor plan, maybe a subdivision, but maybe a newer subdivision, and double garage. But then you got your aggressive buyer, which is income of $100,000 with low debt and real good credit. So you would jump up to the $375,000 to $425,000 area. And this is typical house would be new construction, larger home, larger lot, premium finishes, and possibly a golf course community. Some subdivisions in Ocean Springs where this price is the norm. That's established neighborhoods between $275,000 and $350,000. You've got places like Fort Bayou Estates, St. Andrews Estates, areas of Gulf Park Estates, Start Bayou. Now, in these typical subdivisions, you're going to find mature trees, established yards, established landscaping, solid construction, and good value per your square foot. The newer subdivisions, where you're going to go up from 325 to 425 range, you're going to have places like Tallow Point, possibly Heron Bayou Estates, somewhere down maybe in the Bell Fountain area, and here again, certain areas of Gulf Park Estates. Now, this typical area would feature modern layouts, granite countertops, open concept floor plans, energy efficient, and community appeal. Now we've got near downtown. Near and close to downtown, you'll get $350,000+ houses, but you've got smaller homes, higher per square foot value, walkability premiums of being able to go downtown. And these homes cost more just because of the location and people wanting to be closer to downtown, walkability, and coastal lifestyle. Ocean Springs consistently commands strong prices because of its desirability compared to other markets. Here are some monthly payment examples. You've got a purchase of $350,000 house, the down payment of 5%, and the loan of $332,500. Your estimated payment would be a mortgage of about $2,100. Now you've got approximately $300 of taxes, $250 to $400 of insurance, which will vary where it's located. So a total estimate of about $2,650 a month. Your actual monthly note is going to vary for different areas because of taxes, insurance, and size of house, etc. Now, steps to buy this home. That's what's important. On a $100,000 a year income, you do need to talk to a lender first. And what you want to do is get a pre-approval, not a pre-evaluation or pre-qualification. The pre-approval will give you good numbers to go on. So that's what's very important, to get you with the size and price house that you're looking for. It'll tell you the maximum price, the maximum payment you can go, the required cash that you'll have for your down payment, and the interest rate. Now, step 2, they're going to be checking your credit. These are lenders. What they're going to be doing, they're going to be checking your credit, and the ideal credit score for this type of house would be 740 plus for your best rates, 680 plus for good rates, 620, let's just say that's going to be workable. Now, there's lots of ways you can improve your credit score to get it higher so you can qualify for more, like paying down smaller credit cards, avoiding any kind of new debt, that's very important, and fixing errors that possibly on your credit report. Step 3 plan would be to start saving a little bit extra money from your monthly gross income, tucking it away to get enough money for that down payment and for your closing cost. The typical funds that you will be needing that money for will be your down payment, your closing costs of maybe 3 to 4%. When you go to a $350,000, your minimum cash would probably be anywhere from $18,000 to $35,000, depending on a lot of variables that your lender will help you determine. And then number 4, you need to choose your loan type. Common loans are conventional, which is the best, usually best long-term goal. Or you could have an FHA, which requires a 3.5% down payment. And you've got, let's just say, more flexible credit. You've got a VA loan, which if you're a veteran and have VA eligibility, that's with no money down. So that's pretty desirable if you're a veteran. And then you've got the USDA loan, which is also a 0 down payment loan that you can get into, but the qualifications are a little bit stricter as far as your credit is concerned, and a lot of variables here again that your lender will help you with. Number 5, pick your location very carefully. Important factors in Ocean Springs would be, are you in a flood zone? What are the flood rates? Do the people in the house currently have flood insurance that's assumable? Your insurance cost for where you're wanting to buy, your school districts, the elevation of the house. A good agent comes into mind because a good agent knows the area, knows where these particular problems may surface with your location, and that's why it's important to pick a good agent to help you there. And I've been in this business for 4 decades plus, and I tell you one thing, I know the area very well. If you've got problems coming up, if you need to know what's going to be the best place to buy, if you need to know about a specific subdivision, let's just say I've been there, I know that, I had the schools of hard knocks, I can help you there. And to get more information about some of these different problems and whatever you may encounter, maybe I suggest just go ahead and subscribe to my channel and touch that notification bell, and that way you'll be getting all these new videos with different lifestyles in Ocean Springs, different information about buying a house that can help you. And also you may want to share this video with people who are in the same situation as you, who have the same desires to get that type of information to help them buy a new house. Okay, we're down to number 6. Basically, that's what I told you, except it was very extemporaneous. That's deal with a local agent. You want to deal with a local agent. Zillow is not local. Google is not local. You need someone who's had that good experience. Like I just told you, flood trends, insurance information, location, resale value, market for that particular area, if it holds its value. That's where a local agent comes into play. They can help you with that. Step 7, make a smart offer. Here are some winning strategies for making that smart offer. Don't make your offer with high emotion. In other words, don't overpay emotionally. Know how many days the house has been on the market. Request inspections. Yes, you must have an inspection on the property before you buy it to be sure that if there are any flaws that might be hidden that nobody knows about. And then after that, you can negotiate your repairs. What buyers at $100,000 income often get wrong? The biggest mistakes are buying with their maximum approval amount. In other words, maxing out that monthly payment. Ignoring the insurance costs. Not budgeting afterwards when you move in for any kind of maintenance, because you are going to have maintenance issues with any house you buy. Skipping an inspection. I would be very cautious if you're working with a real estate agent who encourages skipping an inspection. It's very important. Absolutely draining every penny out of your savings account, because smart buyers keep reserves. This income level usually allows comfortable ownership, good neighborhoods, strong resale appeal. Some final advice from a veteran real estate broker. If you make $100,000 a year and want to live in Ocean Springs, you are in a very strong position. You can realistically buy a very nice home in a very nice seasoned neighborhood with manageable monthly payments and good long-term value. The key is buying smart, not just buying expensive. That's critical. Not just buying expensive, just buy smart. If you're thinking about buying in Ocean Springs and want to know what you actually qualify for, who can help you find the best lender in town, the best neighborhoods, local deals that are really exceptional, you need to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you. Chester Harvey is here. So if you're thinking about buying, why not shoot me a text or an email, or better yet, arrange a Zoom call so we can talk face to face and meet each other. And I can help you with that smooth buying position so that you can get exactly what you want at a great price. And I can help you find that beautiful home, that dream home that you've been thinking about. to make it as smooth as possible. Let Chester Harvey help you make that smooth move to Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Welcome home.